Hi, this is Kate Worsing, and my lesson plans were on digital storytelling. I wanted to take a current project that the general education teachers were already doing with their students and make it more modern, more up to date by using technology. Each year in the general education classroom, the upper elementary students create a story. They take paper and they fold it and then staple it together and they write their story out. They kind of create a book and then they make a cover for it with a picture on it to accompany the story. It's displayed in the hallway for a few weeks around the time of parent-teacher conferences. These upper elementary students are currently taking computer classes with me as well. They meet twice a week for half an hour sessions. I would prefer to have more time to create a digital story, but their time in my class is limited. In my opinion, that doesn't give me a lot of time to teach and help them create a story using another application such as Photo Story. My lessons use time in their general education class to create their story, so a lot of planning and preparing with their story in their general education class. This includes time for rough drafts and revisions with the help of peers and the teachers. That will not only give me more time in computers to help them create their digital story, but it will also help create cross-curricular technology projects at our school. I think that the students would be excited to write their story and do something modern and different by creating a digital version of it. The website Little Bird Tales allows students to upload digital images from their own digital camera or from an internet search. The website also has tools available for the students to draw their own images. Students will be able to produce their own digital story that could be saved and emailed to parents or embedded on the school website or a class website to showcase their work. Students would also, in the general education class, complete a storyboard, and I created a storyboard here where students will write their title and the author, and you can see the storyboard checklist. So this would have to be completed in the general education class prior to coming to computers. The checklist has students creating a folder, making sure that they create a folder on the shared drive for the project in case they need to store photos somewhere, if they're saving images from the internet or from a digital camera and they need to store those somewhere, or if they want to practice reading their story, the narrative portion of it, if they need to take those audio sound bites and save them in a folder in case they want to practice it over again. The list also includes writing or typing the narration and drawing or inserting pictures or keywords of what kind of pictures the students are going to have in their story. This lesson would be given during the middle of the school year. That's the timeline that the general education classroom teachers have. It usually happens in the beginning of the school year, right after winter break. The students have already learned in computers about obtaining images and music legally and other copyright issues. Since the project would be done in both the classroom and during computer class, the students would be able to do, like I said, most of their planning and complete their storyboard in the general education class. This allows more time to work on the technology portion of the project while in computer class. So I feel that the students would be able to make more efficient use of their class time in computers. During the first lesson, students would be introduced to the Little Bird Tales website and will start their digital story by uploading or searching, doing internet research, searching for pictures, or drawing the images on the website. The first lesson is creating the aesthetics of their book. Their storyboard is very important and it will be used as a guide to help students easily put their story together, so it's kind of an organizer. I just don't want students coming in and spending time thinking or creating a brand new story because that takes away from the actual computer time that they have with the computers. So making it cross-curricular, I feel that they will come into computers organized, ready to work on their current project. So not creating anything else, because we really don't have time for that. Only meeting for an hour total each week. Students will be able to save their story often. They'll be able to see the pages that have been created. The technology that will be used are digital cameras, if needed, um, to take pictures of their stories. Like I said, they can take pictures of their own drawings, or they could take pictures of objects or people in class, or they could bring in images from a digital camera from home outside of school. A personal computer with an internet connection in the computer lab, just because it's helpful if we're all meeting together. So if somebody has a question, I can address the whole class. A projector screen to show the video clip of the Little Bird Tales website, and a completed digital storyboard for the project organizer. In the general education class, like I said, this is where most of the pre-planning is going to happen. So students are able to brainstorm ideas with their teacher. They will write their story. They will have peers review the story, and they will turn a rough draft into the teacher. The teacher will suggest any changes that need to be made, and the student is able to have time allotted to make those necessary revisions. The, the general education teacher will also help the students decide while they're making their storyboard. They're going to help students decide whether they're going to draw using the tool's websites, or if they envision photographs of objects or drawings to include in the story. The complete storyboard will have sketches or intended pictures or narratives for each page in the digital story, just so the students are able to come in, and if they want to do an internet research of their images, they're able to come right in, and they know that they're going to go to Google to find pictures or free images. If they want to use the website's drawing tools, they know that when they come in, they're going to learn how to use the tools on there, which are very user-friendly. In the computer class, for this first lesson, they'll be asked to log into their Edmodo account. And on the Edmodo account, I have kind of an introduction to the assignment and telling them what they're going to try to do on the Little Bird Tales website. I also embedded video on here, and the first video is from the Little Bird Tales creators, and it's a demonstration video created by the website, and it gives students an overview of what the website is and a brief overview of how to use it. It's a very quick video, about a minute and 30 seconds. I find the website very user-friendly, and this short video clip also shows that as well. I think students much younger could utilize this website because it's so very user-friendly, and older students could create a digital story for research as well. On the Edmodo website, the students will also have 2 examples from publicly shared tales that the Little Bird Tales website has available. I found examples of students from all over the world creating stories, younger students, older students creating stories, and my students as well will be able to mark whether it's public or private, so not everybody's story is in the public shared list of stories. The first example I put on here, the creators used the website's built-in drawing tools, so it kind of shows Oliver's Big Dreams, shows examples of how to use those creatively. And the next one is an example of students using a digital camera to take pictures that were uploaded to the website. So it doesn't have any sound in it, but it shows students using cutouts of little people on the first day of preschool, and it shows that they just use the digital camera to take those and manipulate their little pieces and then take another picture and upload those to the website. So it just gives the students 2 different ideas of, in my opinion, completely different ways to do digital stories. The video and the examples are put on the Edmodo website, so students can easily access the information on their own in case they need any help. So the next time they come in, they would easily be able to pull up the Little Birds demo video if they needed to review something regarding that. For the first lesson, the students would be asked to log on to the Edmodo account and review those videos. And In the computer class, after the students log on to the Little Bird Tales website and fill out the author and the title, then they will use their time to search for photos online and create a cover page using the drawing tools provided on the website. Use the class's digital camera to take photos of objects, people, or illustrations of their own. The students need to create a cover page and their pages, making sure that their story is always saved, which they learn that throughout the school year. If this is happening in the middle of the school year, they should be used to that. After they create the title and put the author name in there and create a cover page, they're able to start adding pages and creating their story. So you can see on the website, I started to create a short little tale here with just the pictures on it. So I have my cover page. If it ever loads. Um, my cover page, and I'm able to draw on it, or gallery would be pictures that I've had, or my pages that I've already had created. I can copy those pages, making it easy to manipulate an object or change each page. I can also upload photos here, and I'm easily able to click on cover as a completely separate tab, and pages brings up any pages that were created. And obviously if I have more tales, so more than one project, I would be able to click here. So the students would be given all of the login information with my teacher account number. And if you look over on the side, it easily says delete, preview your story, or add a page. And I have 2 pages on here, just various things. So if I wanted to add a page, I could click add page. And then I could either start drawing with the drawing tools, or I could upload a photo. So if I were to upload a photo of somebody keyboarding, it's easy to upload. I could also draw on this picture. So the drawing tools over here, I could add text or a shape or just clearly write or erase anything. And it's pretty easy to use in my opinion, and the colors are over here. So I find that that would be easy. I'm sure with a lot of students that are familiar with computers wouldn't even really need a lot of instruction on that part. And clear and save and upload anything else. And then save would be right here. So then I can see once I press save that that page has been added on here as my 4th page. So to me it's very user friendly for students of all ages. Now going back to my PowerPoint, lesson 2, in the general education classrooms, they were asked to create their storyboard ideas for images and narrative. The narratives would be part of their story that are to be read on each page. The storyboard gives the students a way to organize their ideas so when they get to computer class, they'll be able to successfully utilize the whole class period. In the second lesson, students will use the headphones with microphone to read their narrative for each page that they have created. By adding the recorded voice, student stories are able to be seen and heard, which I think is a fun piece to this whole digital story project. The technology would be headphones to record voice, personal computers with the internet connection, the Edmodo account just to refer back to any information, and different is our email addresses. When the project is done, this is a cool part where students are able to send to email to parents, friends, or relatives to share their stories. And like I said, they could also be embedded on a website. This is a great way to instantly share students' work with others.